Black Lives Matter. It's an issue local activists want to keep at the forefront. New at 11 tonight, dozens of people gathered for a demonstration outside of the City County building this evening. Organizers say they are fighting for accountability and transparency from IMPD. Until then, they're taking some safety initiatives into their own hands.
We have a mental health task force that we formed that we are working so that IMPD does not respond to 911 calls when people are having a mental health crisis. So we are hoping that task force is implemented and gets off the ground.
RTV6 reached out to police for a response to the demonstration. The department says, quote, "We are proud to have an open dialogue with our community and welcome the diverse perspectives of our residents in these conversations as we remain focused on building stronger relationships in our neighborhoods and preventing violent crime."
The Broad Ripple neighborhood will be home to a new high school for students again this year. Purdue Polytechnic High School opens on August 5th in a converted office building on Broad Ripple Avenue. The school is a tuition-free public charter high school. This will be its second campus in Indianapolis. The first opened at Circle Center Mall in 2017. The new location is just down the street from the former Broad Ripple High School, which IPS closed last year.
The Broad Ripple community has been extremely supportive of what we're doing. The community had, in large numbers, expressed a need for a high school in the neighborhood, and our model really fits the needs.
Total enrollment for the first semester will be 70 students. The location on Broad Ripple Avenue is temporary as the school searches for a permanent site in the area. Indianapolis Public Schools says the future of Broad Ripple High School has not been decided yet. IPS has officially decided on a new superintendent, though. New tonight, the Board of School Commissioners unanimously voted to approve the contract for Alicia Johnson. Johnson has been serving as interim superintendent since January. The district says her strategic priorities include racial equity mindset, engaging families, and sustainable finances and operations.
This time tomorrow night, a busy section of a major highway will be closed. I-70 is scheduled to shut down at 9 o'clock Friday night in both directions from I-465 on the west side to the south split. The closure is scheduled to last for 9 days. All lanes are set to reopen on Monday, August 5th.
And good news for people who live, work, and drive on the Near East side of Indianapolis. The spokesperson from Citizens Energy confirms the Market Street intersection going east and west will reopen on August 5th. We have been following the closure and detours since access to downtown on the busy street closed early last year. The work is related to the Dig Indy project. Market was originally expected to reopen in June of 2018, but the date kept getting pushed back. Pine Street between Washington and Market and Ohio will remain closed for ongoing Dig Indy work.
Well, you can help the new rapid transit bus line get off to a good start. Indigo is asking for people to help with the Red Line launch set for September 1st. Volunteers will be located at stations throughout the route to educate and assist riders. There will be training and support materials. If you're interested, go to the RTV6 app and click on this story for more information. People on two wheels will be able to get around Indianapolis in a safer way thanks to money generated from scooter companies. Today, Mayor Joe Hogsett announced new neighborways in two sections of the city. Neighborways use residential streets to help connect bicyclists and scooter riders to other bike paths and lanes.
Even though all of us may not rely on bikes, on scooters, or on skateboards, we as a city must recognize and acknowledge and, yes, accommodate a large and growing demand for different forms of personal mobility.
The neighborways will include infrastructure improvements and new signs on the near southeast and near north sides of the city. Two meetings will be held next month to learn more about the project. We have that information for you on the RTV6 app.
Working for you, RTV6 continues to push for answers to issues that matter to you. On the northwest side of Indianapolis, we heard earlier this month from recreational anglers worried about Indy Park's new stricter enforcement of boating rules on Eagle Creek Reservoir. They're worried the Department of Natural Resources might change the way it restocks the reservoir with fish if fewer boaters are out on the water. DNR tells us today that it's still discussing boat use numbers with Indy Parks to eventually make a decision about Eagle Creek Reservoir.
In Muncie, crews have been working nonstop to restore power to a public housing apartment building. RTV6 has been checking in with the Muncie Housing Authority every day since Sunday. Their crews hope to have the power back on tomorrow or over the weekend. Meanwhile, residents of Gillespie Towers are getting help with free laundry service and meals. The Housing Authority is looking for ways to replace food that has gone bad since the power went out.
And a resolution you might have missed after RTV6 showed you how important it was that Johnson County Senior Services find a stolen wheelchair-accessible van. The van spotted outside of McDonald's in Indianapolis. Detectives tell us someone recognized it from news reports. Johnson County Senior Services is fixing up the van so it can once again be used to transport seniors to life-saving medical appointments. Investigators have a person of interest in the theft who they say had been living in the van. If you have a problem and need help getting results, contact us at workingforyou@rtv6.com.
The presidential campaign hits Indianapolis. 5 candidates spoke downtown today, including the frontrunner. Here where they stand on the issues and the state of the country coming up.
I am proud of being a Hoosier, of getting adopted by Indiana 21 years ago.
Peyton Manning is back in Indiana. Hear more from the living legend next. You're watching RTV6 News at 11.
Sunday at Ashley Home Store. This is home. This is RTV6 News at 11. Working for you.
New at 11, living legends honored. Tonight, the Indiana Historical Society recognized extraordinary people with Hoosier ties. The 2019 honorees include Eva Moses Kaur. Kaur died earlier this month at the age of 85. After surviving the Holocaust, Kaur made it her mission to spread the message to never forget the Holocaust, but also learn to forgive. Her son accepted the award on her behalf.
The common perception is that my mom is the survivor that forgave. She did forgive. That was not, I think, her biggest gift to the world. I think she taught people about the Holocaust. I think she reminded people of what happened to her and other Holocaust survivors and people that didn't make it. And I think just educating the public about the atrocities, hopefully in the future, will hopefully discourage others to do the same.
The gala also honored Peyton Manning. The former Colts quarterback is known for his success on the football field, breaking records and bringing a Super Bowl victory to Indianapolis. But he also established the Peyton Foundation, which assists programs that provide opportunities for children at risk. He's also an ambassador and advocate for Peyton Manning Children's Hospital at St. Vincent.
I'm proud of being a Hoosier, of getting adopted by Indiana 21 years ago. And, you know, Hoosiers are kind of roll your sleeves up, kind of get their hands dirty kind of people, and I resonated with that from day one, you know, on the football field and also in the community, trying to give back, trying to make Indiana a better place to live.
Other living legends include Angela Ahrens. She most recently served as Senior Vice President of Apple Retail. And Dan and Beth Elsner, the couple advocates for Catholic education. They are currently President and First Lady of Marian College.